Farming is built on resilience, precision, and passion. And at Clarence Farm, commitment to producing certified seed potatoes are important for the foundation of successful harvests.
Our vision is mainly informed by what we see and what we hear around us. Factors that inform our vision are the fact that experts are telling us that the world population is increasing, and the consumption patterns of the people of the world are leaning towards eating potatoes as a carbohydrate. But experts are also telling us that we have limited arable land in the world. So you have an increasing world population and you have limited arable land. And the question is, how do we feed the world? We are conscious of the fact that our act as individuals here impacts what is happening in the world. The piece of land that we are using here today forms part of the limited arable land in the world. Therefore, that put huge responsibility on us to pay attention to that limited resource, which is the available land, arable land in our hands, to help feed the world. Continuous improvement in terms of knowledge, to think out of the box, continuous research or access to researched information in order to act sustainably, in order to be able to feed the growing world population. So our mission is to produce requisite skills, and our vision is to feed the world. In Africa, in the 54 countries, offers us a bigger opportunity to actually export potatoes to our sister countries in the continent, which are currently importing potatoes from Europe to supply potatoes in the continent, because we have countries on the western side of the continent that are importing potatoes for a period of 6 months, from June up to January of the following year, from Europe. The major problem is fragmentation and working in silos, in my view. There's a huge investment that government has made towards mainstreaming black farmers into various subsectors. But the capacity of the state to spend qualitatively leave much to be desired. When we started, we were really not paying particular attention to soil health, in particular observing proper rotation systems, and that sort of bent our fingers in a sense that there are some units or fields that we can't use today, which if we took care of them in the past, and if we knew then what we know today, we would be better off. I think, in my view, it's an area that has been sort of neglected in the past. So it's of significant importance because it's irreplaceable, and if you have it and if you can take care of it and use it sustainably, it's an important factor because it's, in my view, inherited from the generations to come. In the main is to observe proper rotation principles, ensure that you use environmentally friendly chemicals that do not harm the living microorganisms in the soil. It's important that you take care of the soil, because the major problems are custom associated with seed production are in particular soil-borne diseases. It requires investment into knowledge. It's a knowledge-intensive subsector of potato production. So it requires linkage with stakeholders that could build your knowledge base to the required level, and also that do not harm the whole ecosystem around it. But also not only taking out of the soil, but bringing something back into the soil. Well, I think in the main, it's investing into people. That's the most critical area or phase where our business is at the moment, is actually to invest in the development of the required human resource capacity that should not only focus on potato production, producing the next generation of black farmers that will produce potatoes at a commercial level, that will also produce potato seed. Producing potato seed was actually necessitated by a number of factors. One such factor which actually motivated us to diversify into seed production was the fact that much of the time the seed that we were buying from other regions was coming to us not plant ready. And that actually cost us a lot of problems. For example, we are contracted to produce potatoes for variety of agro-processing companies, a variety of processing companies, in particular Simba, PepsiCo, and actually requested them to allow us to actually multiply their seed, and their requirement and conditions were that it must be certified. So that's where our journey really started with potato seed production. Simba was actually satisfied with our ability to produce seed and further contracted us to produce potato seed for other farmers that are producing for Simba. The nature of the agricultural business is time bound at the level of experience. You have government officials that are qualified with specific qualifications in the value chain, various value chain, but the challenge is the requisite experience to enable a beginner farmer to become commercial. In the main, I would say, first of all, it's a business like any other. It must observe all business principles for technical production purposes by closer working relationship between the industry players in the agricultural sector and government. The partnership between the agricultural sector, in particular government and the private sector across various sections in the value chain, would actually close the gap and provide a fully comprehensive package that could impact on the ability of the primary producer. There are so many red tapes. For example, a farmer has to plant on May, and government has a program to support that particular farmer. It's on their program. But then the procurement process will result in that farmer getting the potato seed in June or July. Was supposed to plant in May, and the planning was based on the window market opportunity at particular periods of harvest. But now he gets the seed and the inputs to plant 2-3 months later, and the environmental conditions are not conducive to plant at the time when he gets the seed. And by the time he harvests, already the market has shifted to other areas. Now, that government investment is recorded as investment, but it has yielded zero results. Good structures, good intentions, but nothing happening. Money gone down the drain. So that statistics, it's as a result of the fact that government operates away from the private sector. So there's a need to bring the closer together, create a partnership that works.